Hey guys, how's it going? This is Adam, and today I'm going to show you how to load samples and sounds into a drum rack in Ableton Live. And it's really simple. I mean, basically it's click and drag to an extent. And then after a while, you can go in and get as in-depth as you really like. You can do things like EQing, adding reverb and effects to each individual sound, group compression, etc. But for this video, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to show you how to load just the sounds in for this one. So first, you're going to want to make a MIDI track. Once you get that done, you're going to load the drum rack instrument in there. That'll bring up this window right here. So basically, it just shows you all of the notes that are available to you. And then after that, all you have to do is find the sound that you want to put in each one and click and drag it to the square that you'd like. Now, to demonstrate this, how it's working, I'm going to use my iPad. And basically, I'm using this app called Beat Surfing. And what it does is it emulates a MIDI controller. So all it's doing is I assign a specific note to each one of these little circles, just like you would a MIDI controller that you might have at home. So you can see whenever I press this, it activates the note on the screen there. And I'll go make a different video entirely on how to use Beat Surfing, because I think it's a really cool app. It's only like $6, I think. And it's really cool because it basically replaces the need for a controller, unless you want to get really expressive and have pressure sensitivity and stuff, because that's the one thing, obviously, that the iPad lacks. But anyways, just let me get into this here and stop getting distracted. So you're going to find your sample that you like. You can do things, this is in Live 9, which is this new feature that lets you add a folder, which just references a spot on your computer. But what you can do is you can just find any sample on your computer that you have and drag it from the Finder or, wherever you're working with. So I'm going to load this kick that I have in here. You can use the up and down arrow keys to find which one you like. Like that one. So you just click and drag it. Oop, my bad. Right into the sound spot there. And now, when I go to my controller over here, you just press the key, and it plays a sound. Whoa! And basically, you just keep doing that all the way up until you have as many sounds banked as you like, and then you just go all crazy and jam out. There's only one more thing I'm going to make note of here that you should be aware of, is this little velocity section. So depending on which controller you have, if it has pressure sensitivity, this is where all of that's going to take place, is right in here. So like I'm going to use my pad controller here for this instance. So you can hear that when I play it quieter, or I don't push as hard, it's quieter. And the harder I push, the louder it gets. So that's where you'd make those adjustments there. If you say you don't want it to change and you just want it to be consistent, so no matter how hard you press it, it's always the same volume, just drop it down to 0. And no matter how hard you press it, it's always going to be the same. And then also, what I like to do is I like to bring the volume just up to 0. And you can do that just by dragging this up here. And then you can hold down the command key to get more specific and get it narrowed down to exactly where you'd like it to be. It can be kind of touchy sometimes. And there you go. So I'm just going to play it straight up at the volume that it was meant to be played at. And if you want to do more mixing in there, say you have other drum sounds, which I'm going to put in here just to show you for the sake of getting that done. Let's put a clap in. Let's say. There you go. That's a nice clap sound. There you go. So I'm going to turn the velocity down on that as well. I'm going to move the volume up to 0 again. Okay. There you go. Okay. So then what you can do, once you have more than one sample loaded in, there's this little arrow key, or not arrow key, this little arrow button thing up at the top of this mixer channel there. You click that and it pops open all the samples that are in here. And this is really nice because you can go ahead and rename. Say I want to make this just kick, bah, and this clap, lap. There you go. There they are. Now it's kick and clap straight up instead of having this funky thing that whatever the person that gave you the sample named it. So that's that. And then you can do things like adjust your volume. Instead of doing it in here in this little tiny box, which is just a pain, you can just see it laid out right in front of you here in this mixer window, just like you'd mix any other tracks. So say, that kick is a little loud. I think I'm going to bring that down. You just do it right here. And I think you get a lot more control when you do it that way than you do when you do it inside of the little sample window. Then you can do stuff like panning as well, which is just right over here, center, left, right. And say if you really like the little knobs too, and say you don't like having this little box here, you can drag these out. Say shift click them, go up to the corner, then pull them out. It didn't really work, did it? There you go. And then you have your pan knob just like you would any other track. And that's how you do that. All right. Now after that, you just go crazy. So hopefully you found that useful. Have fun making some beats. And I forgot to mention too, you can do this with other entire audio tracks as well. So say there's a song you really want to sample, you can drag that entire song into a bank, and then you just use the start and end times right here to adjust what part of the song you want to sample. And you can zoom in and out by clicking on the sample and going up and down and dragging. And that's how you do that. Then it's just a matter of finding which place you like in the song and then sampling that. So I forgot to mention that. So yeah, now I'll close. All right, so basically have fun making beats. If you have any questions, again, feel free to comment, message me, whichever you like. If you have any other video requests, I'll do what I can to try and teach you what you want to know. Thanks for watching.